Lots of the time when you see piano on the score music, I feel that players close their lips down and squeeze this lip shape in order to get less air through the instrument and to create a piano. So there are a few problems with this, and the first is that it just doesn't make a very nice sound. So you could be playing with a really beautiful sound throughout, and then we hit the piano section and all of a sudden the sound deteriorates, and that's because we've got too much tension here. The other thing is that it's just not sustainable because you get really tired and you can't hold this up. So if I can just, I don't know if you can pick this up in the microphone, but if we squeeze our lips to play softly, we also often get an unstable, squashed and airy sound. It also doesn't project very far because even if we're playing quietly, we want somebody at the back of the concert hall still to be able to hear what we're trying to communicate. Your embouchure is not the place to create your dynamics. This is where we refine the sound or we change the direction of air to help compensate for any pitch issues that we might have whilst we're creating our dynamic further down with our airflow. So let's dig in a wee bit deeper and see if we can look at the techniques that are going to help us play an effective piano. Yes, we do need less air to play softly. So the first thing we have to do is we have to slow the blowing down. But if we just slow the blowing down, we're going to get a soggy and flat sound. That's not really what we're looking for. Okay, don't forget that holy trinity of flute playing. You've got air speed, air direction, and air pressure. So we've slowed the air down, we're blowing more slowly. We need to now make sure that the pressure is correct. So what does pressure mean? It's definitely not from here. We're talking about holding back some of the air. So first of all, you've got to take a really good breath, a well executed breath, so that the air goes down to the bottom of your lungs. Therefore, you can use your abdominal muscles to let the diaphragm change the pressure of the air. Think of the air spinning through your flute or traveling across your lip plate, and you're using the support to do that. It's sort of like, if you can imagine your breath is drilling through concrete. Now that would be a lot of pressure, but it's just that force that, again, we've got to be really careful how we use that word, but that pressure behind the airflow so that it's strong and it's supporting the notes that we're playing. Then we need to adjust the angle of the air to compensate for any pitch differences, which obviously, if we've slowed the blowing down, the pitch is going to go flat. So in order to do this, we're going to bring our bottom jaw forward and up to lift the air stream so that the pitch lifts to hold a constant. It's almost that perfect formula of slowing the blowing down at the same time as we're lifting the air upwards. It takes a bit of practice. This is my favourite gadget to help with this. It's called Pneumo Pro. It is the best thing that I have seen to explain this. And even if you don't have one of these, it's great for a visual. So it's got these little fans here so we can see where the direction of the air is travelling. We're trying to keep this platform straight so that we are level and it's sitting the embouchure holes on top of the flute. So I can change the direction of air here. But I can also speed up and slow down my air as well. All right, that's a lot of technical information, and that's how to do it. But in essence, the best thing you can do is actually practice it. And most flute players don't give enough time to practice their dynamics. So your lip shape, your jaw is different to somebody else's. You need to find the point where your note's going to crack. Go as soft as you possibly can. Take it right beyond where the note has cracked, and then you can find your edge. You can see how quietly you can go. Refine that sound by making tiny jaw movements here, increasing the support, increasing the airspeed, slowing the airspeed down, and finding your perfect piano. I would suggest you do this with a tuning machine. So you can download free tuning apps very easily now. Do it with a tuning machine, and that'll just help keep you absolutely on the straight and narrow with your pitch. You can experiment bending the pitch down, bending the pitch up to make sure that you've got the right movement too. Another tip that I would suggest is that you start by playing very loudly. This will encourage you to get the breath right down to the bottom of your lungs so that then you can use your abdominal muscles, your diaphragm can help change the air pressure as well. So start with a very loud note, then you can either taper it from there or you play a loud one, forte, mezzo piano, piano, pianissimo. See if you can balance on the quietest sound possible. Do this in every register. Okay, hopefully that's helped. Make sure that you allocate some of your precious practice time to this, because the more often you can do it, the more of an expert you'll become about it. If you've liked this video and it's helped you out, then please like it so you can refer back to it in the future. And don't forget to subscribe so you can get more flute tips.